Who's really coming out on top, Ilia Topuria or Terence Crawford? Some would say the fight hasn't even happened, yet the battle outside the ring is heating up in fascinating ways. Legendary UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier has given his take, adding fuel to the conversation about what might happen next in the world of cross-sport showdowns. The spotlight is firmly on Topuria, especially after Saturday's electrifying bout at Las Vegas's Allegiant Stadium, where Terence Crawford put on a masterclass against Canelo Alvarez to claim the undisputed super middleweight title. Here's where things get interesting. Although Topuria and Crawford haven't exchanged blows, the chess game between them is well underway. Topuria is vocal about his intention to persuade UFC president Dana White to let him box. Could a clash between two A-list athletes, one from MMA and one from boxing, actually happen? Fans are buzzing, and so are pundits. But here's the part most people overlook. Daniel Cormier argues that Topuria is already winning in a unique way. Cormier admits he originally expected Crawford to ignore Topuria entirely, but that's not how things played out. Instead, Bud Crawford is actually talking about Topuria. As Cormier explains in his recent YouTube video, simply having Crawford acknowledge and discuss Topuria's name is a huge victory for the UFC star. Each mention drags Topuria further into the spotlight, making a real showdown look more possible every day. Cormier is clear. While he wouldn't personally advise Topuria to take the fight with Crawford, given mixed martial arts and boxing are entirely different skill sets, he points out that Topuria has surprised him again and again in the octagon, exceeding expectations. And this is what has everyone guessing. Topuria's punching power is widely acknowledged, but so is Canelo's. And look what happened. Canelo couldn't faze Crawford in their matchup. In fact, Crawford claims there's actually another opponent who hit him even harder than Canelo. So what does all this mean? Is Topuria winning the psychological warfare by inserting himself into the conversation? Should MMA fighters chase boxing glory or stay in their lane? Do you believe cross-sport matches are worth the hype or just clever marketing? And crucially, does talking about a fight count as a win in the combat sports world? Or are we getting ahead of ourselves? Let's stir the pot. Would you back Topuria in the ring with Crawford or think it's a mismatch? Sound off in the comments. Do you agree with Cormier's controversial take or do you see things differently?